Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mercy Diosa and today I am back with another video. As you can see, I cut my hair into a bob, guys. What do you think? It's like looking different all the time, and this hair is from Sophisticated Hair London. So thank you, Miss Sophie, for hooking me up with the cut and everything, cut, color and the wig, guys. So today's video is Dirty Dan part 2. Guys, if I tell you I've been trying to do this video for months and months and months, you will not even believe it. Like, I'm actually being serious. I've been trying to record this video for months, and I have actually recorded this video 4 times and something has gone wrong. This is the 5th time I'm about to record this video. I don't even know what's going on. If it's juju or what, I rebuke it in the name of fire, hellfire, Jesus, amen. The devil is a liar. I will tell my story whether they want me to or not. Can you imagine 4 times, guys, this video has refused to upload, or the file has gone corrupt, or something has happened? But to God be the glory, this one will upload today. Today, this one will upload. Anyways, so guys, if you haven't watched Dirty Dan part 1, please go and check that out. It is part of the, Mercy's Fuckboys and Finessers series. Yep, and that is featuring my mother. Obviously, as you guys know, growing pains and all that, your girl was up to no good as usual. Guilty. Yeah, guys, if you've not watched Dirty Dan part 1, go and watch Dirty Dan part 1. It will be in the description box down below. Dirty Dan part 2, Mercy, I was basically, why am I speaking in the third person? Oh. God help me. Dirty Dan part 2, I basically promised that I wasn't going to be seeing Dan anymore, and I became a little bit of a porky teller. So yeah, I basically started porky telling, and I was still seeing Dan. Dun dun dun. Shock. So yeah, I was still seeing Dan, and we were communicating in secret. It was like, catch me if you can't type of shit, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. So yeah, it was like, catch me if you can, that kind of thing, that sneaky kind of love per se. It was basically just ringing me up, telling me how much he missed me and that he wanted to see me. But obviously at this time it was difficult because I told my mum and had promised that I wasn't going to talk to Dan anymore, and I most certainly was not even allowed to leave my house to go see Dan. Like, no. Okay? Yeah. So at this time I was like, as you guys know, okay, when Mercy goes through a heartbreak, back then when I went through a heartbreak, trust me when I say everybody will know about it. Your uncle, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your great granddaddy will know about it. Everyone will know about it. This is only because I would like clean a lot, and I would cook a lot, and I would listen to Adele. I took it to the train station. Yeah, I was doing the most because I was obviously kind of upset that I wasn't allowed to talk to Dan or see Dan anymore. And one day he rang me and he's like, oh, Mercy, I really want to see you, like, baby boo, like, I missed you, girl, like, come see me, like, I missed you, like. And I was like, oh my god, Dan. Oh my god, Dan said he misses me. What am I gonna do? I need to see Dan. Oh my god. My whole entire life is going to be over. So yeah, Dan said that he misses me and he wanted to see me, and I was like, well, there's no way I can see you because I'm not allowed. This is a secret. I'm not supposed to be talking to you. Otherwise, my ass is going to be in trouble. Okay. But anyways, like the little ninja title, I thought I was, guys. I thought I was a ninja. I thought I was brave. I thought I was sleek. Anyways, me and Dan talking, basically came up with a plan that I was going to be sleeping over at my friend's house. And these times, if you know me, my friends are not that many. Back in the day, there were not that many. Now, still not that many. But back in the day, I had a friend. We'll call her Joyce. Anyways, I once went to Joyce's house. I think it was for a sleepover. I don't know, like I have this thing where I just can't sleep at people's houses. I just prefer to be in my own bed, in my own space. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Basically picked up my phone, rang mom. I'm like, come and pick me up right now. I cannot do this. I can't stay here. I need to come home. Like, please come and get me. I need to come home. So yeah, mom came to pick me up in the middle of the night. Me and Dan were like, okay, fair enough. I'll just come up with a plan and I will just say that I'm going to have a sleepover at my friend's house. I don't even know how I thought this girl was gonna pan out. You know the kind of person my mom is. She'll obviously be like, wait, skirt. Last situation, you went to that girl's house and you couldn't sleep there. So why at this time can you sleep there? I said to mom, Joyce basically wants me to sleep at her house because she's going on holiday and, you know, just a nice little girl, bye-bye kind of thing, you know? So mom was like, skirt. No. She was like, Mercy, you're not, what happened last time? And I was like, yeah, I know, but, you know, I was young and I was foolish and, you know, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not like that anymore. I've grown up, I don't mind. I already promised that I would. And she was like, no, it's not gonna happen. But at this time, I think mom has sussed me out already, like, girl, you are up. So yeah, guys, mom basically said no to the sleepover. And I was here like, I could leave the house if I wanted to, go to town, hang out, eat, and then come home. I went back to Dan. I'm like, listen, mom's not having it. I can't see you. She's not buying the whole sleepover thing. So, I don't know. And then he was like, okay, fine, it's cool. You know, I'll just come see you during the day. And then we just hang out. And then I'll go back to, you know, wherever he was from. He'll go back to his house. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I basically rang my friend Joyce. I'm like, Joyce. She's like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, I told my mom that I'm gonna be spending the day with you, so just in case she rings you, cover for me. And Joyce was like, yeah. Guys, let me just describe to you Joyce here. Joyce was the kind of person that couldn't keep anything to herself here. She could literally just throw me under the bus at any given point. I don't even know why I trusted her, but because I guess I didn't have many friends, I didn't have an option. Desperate times, desperate measures, and Mercy was desperate to go see Dan, so she basically reached out to a snake. Oops. Joyce could not keep a secret to save her life, like seriously. Have you ever, actually guys, comment in the description box down below if you have had any friends who actually can't keep anything to save their life. It's as if their life just revolves around effing your life over and just stepping on your toes, and just they always have other people's stuff in their mouth. Like, why? Guys, and she basically, the girl said she got my back in it, and I was like, okay, cool, sorted, thank you very much appreciated. So what do? I go back to bloody dirty Dan, and I'm like, I got a plan. Ooh. So yeah, I was super excited, guys. So yeah, I told him that, okay, fair enough, you can come and then we'll chill and whatnot. Anyways, fast forward to the next day. I basically, you know, when you're going, like, ladies, let's not lie, you know, when you're going to see your man, obviously you want to be looking extra fly, extra cute and everything, more than usual. But obviously you can't leave the house looking a bit extra if you're trying to be undercover, I suppose. You can't leave the house with like your full glam dress. Like I've said, you know, I would have worn a wedding dress to go see Dan. I was that crazy. Anyways, I basically, don't judge me. Do you know when you leave do you know when you leave the house in a muumuu, but underneath you're wearing some little sexy black dress, like come true, my sister, come true, just looking hella sexy and hella nice for your man. So that was the situation here. So when I left the house, I was wearing a freaking muumuu, and obviously my mom was in the kitchen when I left the house. So I basically just went, bye mom, pew, God, you lot have done that before. Don't even try to pretend like sometimes you, like when you say bye to your parents and when you were younger and you don't want them to see what you're wearing, or you don't even want them to have an opinion, you don't want them to start talking here, you just literally just run out of the door. That's been, oh my God, I've left the house, I've left the house. He's like, yay, I'm on my way, I'm on my way. I'm like, he's on his way, he's on his way, he's on his way. We met in town and he came to pick me up, and when he came to pick me up he was like, oh, what do you want to do? Because we had already like went on a few dates and basically just been Leicester small, nothing here, we've basically been around. He was like, okay, since you're allowed for a couple of hours, why don't we go to where I live and I will bring you back? You know, when you're 17 and 18, there's certain things, you know, dating is not like, now I'm, you know, older, dating is different. Your parents want you to date. They're literally pushing you like, can you go and find a man? What are you still doing in my house? But obviously when you're 16 and 17 and 18, they're looking at you like you're rushing. Like, you know, just calm down. Like, what you doing? Take your freaking time. And I basically knew I was doing the most when I agreed to basically leave my city to go to another city with a man. And these times I didn't have no money to even if I got stranded, I didn't have no money to come back home, and all I had was a phone contract that had minutes and text that was paid for by my mother. The only thing I had, guys, was a contract phone that I wasn't even paying for, but I was doing all that debauchery. Like, how does that even make sense? I didn't have a penny to my name. Like, that is bad. And I was basically putting my livelihood in this man's hands for him to take me on the motorway, get me to where he lives, chill, and basically take me back home. Like, how in the world does that even make sense? Like, it's so silly. When I think about it now, I feel like as women sometimes we put ourselves in very like compromising positions where we become helpless if anything happens, and it's just bad, and it shouldn't be that way. So I basically was like, yeah, cool, that'll be fine. Me being excited as usual. Mercy gets excited, guys. Yeah, I got excited. I didn't think, and I agreed. So here we are on the highway, cruising on the highway. And I decided, I was like, oh shit. Like, at that time, there was this app where your parents could always track where you're going. Like, I think they still, you know that thing on iPhone, Find My Phone, whatever, that thing. You know, there's things like Find My Phone where you can basically track your child. You can track your child and find out where they are. So what do I decide to do? Turn off my location, turn off my phone, put it right at the bottom of my bag. Right at the bottom, guys, where I'm sure even if I looked, I couldn't even find it. Yep. That's what I did. Met like some of his friends, and basically we were just chilling. And have you ever had that feeling when you're doing something you're not supposed to? Like, in your heart and in your soul, and just everything about you does not settle because you're constantly thinking, okay, I'm not supposed to be doing this. What am I doing here? I'm going to be in trouble. Shit. What if mom finds out? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? If anything, like, you don't settle. Like, this is why I don't even understand why I was doing those things anyway, because it's not like I was like over the moon and so happy. I was like constantly in my mind thinking, what's going to happen if I get caught? So, was it even worth it in the first place? I don't know. Whilst we were there, for some reason, he decided to give his car to his friends to use for a couple of hours, since I was going to be there for a couple of hours. But then what happened, guys, next was that his friends did not come back with the car. They decided to go out nightclubbing. God knows where. They decided to go out clubbing, and they took his car, and I was stranded. At that age, guys now do it as well. When you only have, you know, when you plan your money, like, I have £20 to fuel my car, go to Leicester, come back, go back to Leicester, drop her off, come back, and then I've got £10 in my pocket for a couple of drinks, and then yeah, like, you know, you pattern your whole situation. So I think he had patterned his whole situation like that. So it's not like he had money to give me for me to go back home. I was basically stranded with Dan, and then Dan was like, okay, let's just go back to, you know, my house and chill there until, you know, the friends came back with this car. So I basically really enjoyed it. Said, listen, now, so I switched off my phone, and obviously mum is like, where are you, where are you? And I'm thinking, I'm dead. I was just thinking, like, Jehovah, take me now, seriously, I'm dead. What am I gonna do? I was just here like what am I going to do? Basically losing it. Like, I knew I was in shambles, and I knew I was just in so much trouble. I didn't know what to do. And obviously he was asking me like, yo, are you okay? And I was like, you know, trying to keep it cool and cute. I'm like, yeah, I'm alright, I'm cool, let's just hope your friends come back soon. Inside I was burning, and I was just like, I was crying, okay? I was literally I was going through my own little hell inside my head. Like, I knew my life was over, and I knew I was gonna be in so much trouble. Then basically I quickly switched on my phone to text Joyce, and at these times the phones were there. You know when you switch on your phone and messages start coming through, ping, ping, grr, grr, ping, ping, grr, grr. And the mum was like, where are you? Come back. Like, why are you doing this? This is dangerous. Why, you know, like, mum is very, very big on communication. If someone leaves the house, it's like, communicate where you are. Like, just as long as she knows where you are, she is fine. So I can imagine at this point she was literally scraping her head thinking, okay, what has happened to my child? And I saw this, and I said to Joyce, I am in so much trouble. If mum rings you, please, please, please tell her that I'm with you, and just make up something. Like, seriously, you have to have my back. And she said, okay. Then I switched my phone back off, guys, because I just, you know, when you're already nervous, like when your phone is going off and you know exactly what's going on there, it just makes you more nervous. It makes you more on edge. And I just thought, do you know what, let me just switch my phone off. Like, to me, for some reason, it was like the best thing I'd ever come up with was just to switch my phone off, and not to like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I left the house at like 12. It's 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 11. No car. I'm stuck. At this point, I think I was just like, I must have been bawling. Like, I must have been crying. Like, I must have been like, on the inside. Basically trying to ring his friends, no one's picking up, and he's like, I'm sorry, Mercy, I think you're just gonna have to sleep, and we're gonna have to wait for this car till the morning. I was like, you say what? Repeat. What did you say? I cannot stay here. I need to go. I need to go. Oh my God, guys. I just needed to go home, okay? But I couldn't go home. So I think at like around 11, like, my mom had basically tried ringing like 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, send 1,000,000 text messages. Like, I was getting it, guys. And you know, with African parents, like, you start off as, you know, come home, my child, where are you, to when I see you, I'm gonna like, is that you? When I see you, I am going to deal with you. That's like, when I looked at my phone, I got a mixture of messages, guys. Like, I am going to skin you alive. Where are you? Why do you do this? I'm worried. Like, are you okay? Like, it was just a whole situation. So whilst I was gone, my mom must have rang Joyce, like, where's Mercy? And apparently, and put her on the phone, or tell her to answer her phone. I am going to come to your house and I'm going to F shit up right now. Trust and believe I am not joking. You better tell me where my daughter is, or that's it. That's it. And Joyce basically went, Mercy's not here. And My mom, I think my mom didn't bother asking where I was. She just hung up the phone and she started sending me abusive messages and basically threatening my life and telling me to come home because she was so freaking worried. And why was I doing what I was doing? Like, she was like, you can't be that digmatized girl, like snap out of it, like come on. Back at Dirty Dan's residence, I was basically, I couldn't even sleep. I was just worried and I was basically crying my eyes out in secret. Like, for me, and I'm about to die right now, but you wanna act like, oh my god, like everything is so good and I'm enjoying your company right now, when you're really not. So I basically sleep, and the next morning the car was still not there, guys. Dirty Dan decided to take me on his errands that his mom had sent him on. I'm like, I don't want to do errands with you. Like, do I look like I'm in the mood to do errands with you? I was just now becoming very snappy and just kind of messy. And to be honest, I basically needed to know who I was basically picking my fight with, it, because that was the guy that was going to take me home. So here I was, freaking 30 steps behind him, following him around doing his errands that his mother had gave him to do, and I was the one disrespecting my mom, gallivanting around with him, and I was feeling some type of way. What? Got his car a few hours later, and these times I think it must have been about 2 o'clock, and from where he lived to my house is like an hour's drive, kind of an hour, I would say an hour and a half drive. So like, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna tell your mom that you were with me and that we're together and that we love each other and we just only wanted to spend time with each other. If only she could understand that I don't have no cougar, no sighting, and you know, yes, I have a child, but I love you, baby girl, I love you. Like, if only your mom will get to see that I'm actually a nice guy, like, I'm actually going to stand up for you, and I'm going to tell her that, you know, that I'm sorry and I'm going to apologize on your behalf. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can, you know, go just a little, okay? We basically get to my house now. Near my house was a car park. What does Dirty Dan do? Dirty Dan just drops me off, hugs me, gives me my bags, and he runs away. Yep, Dirty Dan drove off, guys. He basically just drove off. He had no intention of coming to apologize with me because he was scared of my mother. He was scared of my mom, and there was no way that he would have come inside. I should have known that. Like, he knew it, I should have known it, but I didn't think that he would just chicken out and run away. But he did. He chickened out and he ran away. And I was basically left holding the bag outside my mother's house, thinking, how am I going to go in and basically explain myself? Because I've been gone for like 24 hours now, with like no communication, nothing. Like, how do you even start to explain that? So I basically sat outside my house for an additional 2 hours in the car park because I was so scared of mom. Like, I was just so scared of mom, guys. I'm not even gonna stand, I'm not gonna lie and say I was, you know, I was a goon, I was brave, I was gonna, you know, go in there and say things with my chest. No, I was scared and I didn't want to go home, okay? I was stuck in the car park for 2 hours crying my eyes out. Yep, that was me. I finally got the courage to go and knock on the door. But mum had left clear. That day was a birthday party going on at my house. Like, I don't even know how I even skipped this. Like, I forgot about it totally. Little people coming to the house. So everyone had come and everyone's like, oh, where's Mercy? Where's Mercy? But no one had a clue where Mercy was. So mum had left clear instructions that if anyone comes to my door, please do not open my door. I want to be the one to open the door for every single person that comes through, in case that little daughter of mine comes through the door. So basically I knocked and someone who clearly hadn't got these instructions opened the door, and I basically went, this was me saying, is she there? Then mum literally stepped out and said, is who there? And I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, literally my heart sank, like, what am I gonna do? So guys, I get inside the house and then she says to me, Mercy, where were you? I was like, I was at Joyce's house. Mercy, where were you? I was at Joyce's house. This is me literally lying through my teeth. Mercy, where were you? I was at Joyce's house. I'm gonna ask you one more time, and I'm gonna tell you that I've spoken to Joyce, and I was like, game over. Am I gonna confess? And I basically said, I am so sorry, Mom. I was with Dan. So yeah guys, that was Dirty Dan part 2. Dirty Dan part 3. This is when his girlfriend, cougar, I don't know, really, his older lady, whatever, she's his girlfriend, contacts me, rings Mom. Well, she rings me and then I basically just shove the phone onto Mom. Like, I don't know what to do. I can't be getting calls from chicks about their men. Like, I don't know how to do with this. So yeah guys, so tune in for Dirty Dan part 3, and you actually will not believe what happened in Dirty Dan part 3, guys. Life changing, definitely life changing. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to, of course, like, comment down below and subscribe. So yeah, bye guys.